jsou kytky, prosím tě? Kde jsou kytky? Kdo?
Early in the morning, and you must have noticed they had to work hard really to be able to perform for you tonight. So please. Guys, look at this gentleman who is sitting there. I think he also deserves very good. So, this is the HILT Theatre, which, as you must have noticed, combines, traditional forms of black theatre with the modern, approaches, and it has been so exciting, so we are grateful to them once again. Those of you who enjoyed the performance, please don't hesitate, tell your friends, they will be back, not necessarily here, but in Kamani Auditorium on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. You are all mostly invited, and please, if you can tell others to join us, we will be mostly pleased. And then, later in the next week, they will perform in Mumbai. And they perform selflessly. They came here to perform for you without any honorarium, as always. Finally, also on behalf of Žigo, we would like to thank our staff, our people, both embassies. They have been working hard really to make it possible. I don't know whether they are here. Somewhere there. So thank you very much for this. Thank you.
हमारे लिए बड़ी खुशी की बात है कि हमारे बीच मौजूद हैं राष्ट्रीय नाट्य विद्यालय के स्नातक, लेखक, रंगकर्मी, एक्टर, निर्देशक श्री वागीश कुमार सिंह जी। सर से निवेदन है कृपया कर मंच पर पधारें और नाटक के डायरेक्टर को फूलों का गुलदस्ता एवं 8वीं फेडरल ओलंपिक का स्मृति के लिए सम्मान करें।
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, now I will introduce you my group. So, my name you maybe know from the papers you have. I'm Theodor Heudecker, director and dancer. But I will never do this show if I don't have my amazing people, dancers. Sofia Shalanko, Veronika Adenova, Adela Rasputilova. Now the most important people, because they make the black effect at the behind. They work very hard, but they are not visible. Martin Mackovic, René Donald, Pavla Mejková. You have seen that we have already a short part, that we change costumes very fast. In few seconds, we are on the stage again. There's a person behind it. Blažena Pokorná, costume designer. All the lights and effects during the show, and also the sound. There is a responsible person. You cannot see him, he's somewhere there. I also don't see him, František Penc. And last and very important thing, I want to thank all the national drama. They have decided to bring us to India to 8 World Olympics. It was a big surprise for me when I was opening the message that we were chosen to come here. I'm so happy for this night. But you know, the Czech Republic is very far from here, and there were people that helped me to bring all my group here to India. Many thanks to Czech Embassy, Ambassador Mr. Milan Hovorka, he's sitting here. I don't know where is Mr. Roman Masaryk from Czech Embassy. Thanks to him. Okay.
I just would like, I will not take much of your time. Thank you very much for being with us tonight. Did you enjoy this performance? You would like to have more? So then you have 2 options. Either to travel, they will perform in Mumbai on Tuesday. Or eventually, you can watch them again on Thursday. But at that time, they will be already performing in Prague. So you'll have to travel to visit us in the Czech Republic. Thank you very much.
Thank you. आज हुए जो भी नाटक हैं एसआरसी में या अभी मंच में जो नाटक होगा या आज जितने भी नाटक हुए हैं उसके डायरेक्टरों से कल आप 11:30 बजे एनएसडी के योगा हॉल कैंपस में मुलाकात कर सकते हैं, उनसे सवाल जवाब कर सकते हैं, नाटक के बारे में पूछ सकते हैं। और एक ज़रूरी सूचना कि अभी मंच में 8:30 बजे होने वाले नाटक की टिकट अवेलेबल है, आपको वहाँ भी उपलब्ध हो सकते हैं।
Thank you very much. A big round of applause, please. May I ask a veteran filmmaker, Shri Kamani to please come on the stage. Just present the bouquet. Yes, please. To Theodore, please. The director of the play, Theodore. Also, a memento from National School of Drama and Theatre Olympics. Good. And I would like Shambabu to present flowers to all the actors. Please introduce Theodore.
Okay, so I will introduce to you my family. That is dancer Sofia Shahakura, a so-called black actor who's doing effects behind, Parliament Kolara. Dancer Veronika Elenova. Now, black actor Martin Matkovic. Dancer Ariela Vespichilova. Black actor René Zounar. And our costume designer who is changing our costumes on the show very fast, Blažena Pokorná. And there, in the middle of the audience, there's a man who is responsible for the lights, for the effects and everything you've seen. František Benz. Thank you.
Thank you, Shambabu. Thanks for doing that. Thank you very much. I would like all the actors to be on stage for director's meet. We'll be meeting all the actors and director, and that will be of 20 minutes section. And you can ask any question from all the artists and the director about the performance and its style and craft of the play. So, yes, anybody, and may I invite Atul Tiwari to initiate the director's meet. Atul Tiwari.
Thank you, Ashok. Are we getting some chairs here? Do we have enough chairs for everybody? Thank you. Sorry friends, the chairs are on the way. Please come. Congratulations, Theodore, for this wonderful performance and bringing something new to our city. I know you have been in India before, and I know that you have been a part of National School of Drama's Bharangam before. So when was the first time that you visited India? When did you come earlier to India? I know you had a very successful run in India once before. When was that you traveled with your HILT company for the first time to India?
Before we were the part of Bharat Bank
Yes.
in 2009, but we were also in Mumbai, but it was private show for developers already in NCPA.
Wonderful.
But after 8 years, I'll come back and it was wonderful.
Thank you. Friends, Theodore Hoytka is a scriptwriter, is a director, is a dancer, is a choreographer, is a magician, is a light designer, and he opened this company HILT, which is on his name. H stands for his surname, in 2006 in Prague. I have heard that this concept of blacklight theatre has been quite popular in Prague, and it was started in the mid-50s sometime. So could you throw more light on this blacklight theatre concept?
Yes, I tried. Czech Republic has a big tradition, and exactly Prague is a hometown of blacklight theatre from some 50s. And I wanted in these times to give to blacklight theatre a new age, new face. Not to be only under UV lighting and to act, but to entertain modern people. To bring to the theatre also people who usually does not do theatre. To bring young people and people who like things that they see in modern TV. So I used also projections, modern music.
That's right. Yeah, I could see a lot of use of the projection mapping, and also a lot of things which are done after you switched off the UV and you came into the normal light. Also a couple of acts or shadow play and many other things that you mixed in this, your new medium, which is very new for us. But Theo, they also say that this form was initially kind of traveled from China to Europe.
Yes, the basic of this kind of theatre to use some effects was in China, but really some 100 years ago, and it was shadow play. When some people wanted to see, for example, ghosts of their died person,
Yes.
standing like this, and the so-called magicians used screen and candle at the times, and pretending they are bringing the ghost of the person they want to see.
Like in Bali also, the shadow puppet theatre form, which is very popular in Bali, you must have seen it, and how they use the shadow and the reflected puppets and many of the things that they have been doing there. I'm sure you have seen some of that as well.
Yeah, sure, but I think the puppet theatre then came much more to Japan, and I think the Japanese are best in the world in this, so I don't think that we can compare us and them. They are really, really good, and I know it.
I think that today's show was wonderful, and especially the way you began with two actors in the audience like us, and then suddenly they were sucked into the theatre. Suddenly they were taken into the whole play, into this dark world from that world where we were sitting. The two actors from there, they were sucked inside this world, this dark world of yours. And truly the whole audience was also sucked in like that. Like those two spectators out there, we were also sucked into this dark world of yours. And interestingly enough, friends, I find the name very interesting, this dark light, because I think in the East, and especially in India, we have this concept of Noor-e-Siyah, which is the dark light, the Noor that is Siyah, that is dark. And we also talk about Krishna sometimes, and I might have to say this line in Hindi to our audience before I take them in their questions. हमारे यहाँ कृष्ण के बारे में मित्रों एक बहुत अच्छी सी कहावत है कि या अनुरागी चित्त की गत नहीं जाने कोई, ज्यों-ज्यों डूबे श्याम रंग, त्यों-त्यों उज्ज्वल हुए. जैसे जैसे वो डार्क होता जाता है, वो उज्ज्वल होता चला जाता है. जो कृष्ण के बारे में, there's a saying about one of our gods who is very dark, that as you come close to that dark god, you start illuminating as if with a light. So this black light concept itself is so poetic and very Indian in many concepts. But it was wonderful what you did, and especially the little romantic piece which you did where you were sliding slowly, that was so poetic and so romantic. The yin and yang piece which you did with the kind of a pa de tu, the dance of the two, that was wonderful. I mean, and all the pieces had their own magic of their own kind. But because it's not about meet the moderator, but meet the director with the audience, I would like to open the house and take some questions from you. So they will be asking questions to you now. Theo? Anybody? Please raise your hand, I might reach you. Yes, please. You can please say your name.
I'm Piyush. I'm Theodore.
Hi, Piyush.
I wanted to know about the numbers, those 3 and 6. Why were those numbers there? 3, 6, there and there. What was the concept about it?
I don't know which part
are you talking about?
In the play, like when you started the third script, when the third script started, there were numbers 3, 6. Why those numbers were coming? Is there any concept of those numbers?
I did not see the numbers. Anybody saw the numbers? No, nobody saw the numbers.
Sorry, I also haven't seen. I don't know there are numbers.
There were no numbers, at least not that I saw.
In the corners,
It was the number for the act.
Actually, I was
For the act and
there.
was actually,
Yeah.
it was like horror number 3 act in the side
Fine.
screen, very small.
I didn't answer, but
Anyway, since most of us did not see the numbers, nor he did, so let's give it a pass. Yes.
Hi, Theodore.
I
I'm Siddharth. Do this kind of theatre also involves speech and dialogues, or it's mostly non-verbal?
I think many years ago, Mr. Giri Samet, who was the builder of this style, he did some parts also with speaking, but I don't do that. I'm originally dancer, and I don't want to do something that is not my genre. Yeah. So that's why I make it in this dance way. But maybe one day I will try, I don't know, but it's possible and it exists.
You know, as Ashok said in the introduction, when Theodore was a student of management, he used to steal out of his classes and land up in the dance classes. That's where he learned his dance, and you can see his passion for the dance.
But also what is important for me, that the language of our show is understandable for anybody with only language. Yeah. So there's no barrier. If we speak in our show, we will be blocked to some nations, or not everybody will understand. Now we understand that.
Anybody else? Please, there's one hand there, that left corner. Can we raise the mic here quickly, friends?
Hi, my name is Harsh. I had a question. Hi. I wanted to ask, in each of the acts, was the concept, in concept, was the phantom different or was it the same? Because in some acts I felt like phantom was playing sort of God, and in some time I could not understand. So I'd like to know what is your take on it?
I didn't understand exactly the question. You're interested why there is...
He was saying that in your different sections that you did, and what he presented to us friends today was a kind of a retrospective of his work. So it was not one continuous work, it was pieces chosen in last 10 years of his work. But he's asking that phantom present in different parts of the work. Was it the same phantom or different concepts of phantom?
You know, there exists Phantom of the Opera. That is not connected to our show. The Phantom is only from the very old movie, person who is masked. And his problem is his face, it has to be masked, and the next thing in his life in Phantom is love. So I wanted, I didn't want that my compilation is called only Best Of. And there are many duets, there are problems between man and woman in their lives, and that's why I used Phantom to bring to be connection between all the parts. Yeah. But there's nothing to think about. Every part is different, and each part has its own life. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes, please. In the middle here. Fourth row.
Hi, my name is Rishikesh. I think I'd seen your 2009, and there was a theme to it. There was a deepening, because I think it was a single piece. I was wondering whether you have a longer content, when you have a longer time, do you add, like in your dance, you had a romanticistic mood. Do you have different longer deepening themes? Because otherwise, when you have it very small, I mean, each piece being small, it doesn't tend to one long story. Or do you have stories in it longer?
You think that the parts are too short?
Yeah, because it's staccato. I mean, there was a flying carpet.
They're disconnected pieces today, because it was a kind of a retrospective which we are giving us of 5 different pieces. But do you play longer pieces for 1 hour, where one theme, one story, which is continued for 1 hour?
We did some before, but to make like my theater show, it takes maybe half a year to make it. Then you play it maybe for 3-4 years or more. You can travel with the show to play it in Prague, because people from all over the world visit us every time different. But before we had some shows, but I never do pieces that were already written. I don't want to touch some things about existing books, stories, or whatever. Every time I create something that is in my mind. Yeah, because I think this kind of theater is to entertain people in different way than classical theater. Yeah.
In this modern time, do you use digital projections? I mean, since UE Light, UE Play has been, say, 2000 to 2009, now there are more more forms coming into digital projections or holograms. Are you also experimenting with such forms?
I don't understand.
In addition to black light, in addition to UV light, yeah.
Are you using holographic projection?
For me, it was a very hard decision. For example, now we use projections, not holographic, but we use them. And I was thinking really much if to put it there or not, because I'm afraid, I still want that even it is modern and it's about effects, I want that it will still stay theater. If I put there much technique all around, it will not be theater. Now it's still about human on the stage, I think, or I hope.
Yeah, that also leads me to a question. Did you use any wire work, or you were only other actors lifting the actors when you were airborne and floating in the air? I said, did you use any wire work? Did you use any harnesses to float your actors in the air, or you were using just the other actors to be true to theatre?
No, we used just other actors.
Just other actors. That's also used to see. The human element was there. It was the human element as in the traditional theatre, it is there, and not the circus wire works or the harnesses and things like that to make the things float in the air, make the actors float in the air, and that was wonderful. So you see, usually in theatre what we try to do, we have 3 people, we use those 3 people to show 5, 6, 7. Here he was using more actors so that he could show you half a character or 2 halves of the character so that they meet and go. But to show that 2 halves, he had 3 other actors in the background, which were actors in the dark. And congratulations to them, it's very difficult for actors not to be seen and yet act there, and that's why he calls his actors blind actors, who are there working totally blind on this dark stage. There cannot be no light to help them. So how precisely he has to rehearse, we must congratulate their team. It's a precise rehearsal that they do. Yes, friends? Anybody else?
Hi sir, my name is Daman.
Hi.
Actually, I want to ask one question, that how you able to saw in the darkness, like you are lifting other actors and there is whole dark on the stage. So it's your practice and there is a technique also. So I want to know that how you able to saw.
How you are able to see in the dark, how your actors are, when they are blind actors, how do they perform?
First, because we also travel, for example, here is big stage and it's round. It was very hard for us today to have rehearsals because our theatre in Prague is different. So every time we need to know where is the middle. You see, we have 5 UV lights. So we know this one is the middle.
Yes.
At first. And to know in the show where you are, you have to choose some people in the audience. I do it, for example, in white t-shirts. And they are shining. And this is my point, for example. But problem is if my point goes to the toilet in the middle of the show and I don't know where I am. Okay. So.
Hi, I would like to ask one question. To the other artists, the entire team and the technicians, what kind of experience they have? Of course, the director directs the play and they all the actors get together. But is it a company which is running for many years, or all the new actors comes in and goes out? And how many regular actors you have? And is that commercial viability is there in your theatre company? So how do you survive the theatre?
Okay, our theatre group is very different from any other productions because we are not only a company, we are a group of friends, artists, and we are together, for example, with František from the beginning, the technician. Normally he was working in international films as cascader. After his problems with back, he's still working as technician in USA films and so. In his free time, he works with me and with our group. Is not about money. We make it from love. Yeah. And every time we need somebody new, if somebody goes away or my dancer is pregnant, whatever, it's very hard to bring new people. So if we make casting, when we make casting, all of the team is sitting there and we decide together if we take a person to our family or not. Yeah. So it's on all of us. And what you see today is only half of team. Because in Prague we play 4 times a week, so they are changing. Yeah. I'm sorry they couldn't be here, the others with us today, especially Štěpánka Pencová. It's actress, 100 centimeters tall, beautiful lady, she's very popular, and she's my great friend for 15 years. 10 years ago we decided to put this group together. Now she is in hospital and she had to stay and not coming to India. So applause for Štěpánka, please.
Oh. Is this your first performance in India or the second one? I mean, have you performed in Delhi?
Yeah, we performed also in Delhi. We were guests at first day of Czech Embassy, of our embassy, who brought us here. They've seen only short part of the show. Then on Olympics in Kamani Auditorium, and now it's our last show. Early in the morning we fly away. I have almost tears in my eyes when I say it.
How's your experience? How's your experience with Indian audience?
We know Indian audience also in Prague because Indians travel much more and more to our country, but here it's really different. I think you feel in a different way than European countries or European people. I can see it in eyes, or I hear it when we dance and make some parts, that the reactions are different and they come from heart. Now I hear also your questions, and you want to go deeper and to know what, why, not only to watch it. Yeah?
Thank you, Theo. Theo, I've also heard that you work in very challenging situations. Somebody told me that you usually rehearse at your home. You don't have a rehearsal space. You use your own home to rehearse or make new plays. Is it right?
It was before. Now we have already 2 years our theater.
Oh, that's right.
We are only in rent, but when we need, it's really expensive to rehearse in the theater in time. So, for example, sometimes it's crazy. In one room, dance room is rehearsing some part. Black people in the next room are rehearsing another part. In the middle of the time, I'm cooking, and it sounds crazy, but it's really nice. I understand that for some people it sounds crazy, but for me it's my life. So
we all do
it. Bring the theater.
That's how we also do it in India. So you understand, most of the people will understand the kind of challenges that you face there. And before I let you go, because I don't see any hands being raised there, before I let you go, Theo, I have one last, it's more of a curiosity than a question. What's your connection with Abhishek Bachchan?
You know it. It's a very nice story. I will try to make it short because I can talk much, and I think I talked too much already. In 10 years ago,
yes,
we were part of a short show in New Delhi for Motorola. It was new phone coming to India. And the show was connected with Abhishek Bachchan, who was part of my show. We were rehearsing that I was directing the show in Prague, sending videos to DD, and then we arrived here and he connected our show, and in the final he was, when the car appeared inside, was Abhishek. At that time, I didn't know he's so popular. Yeah. And we found it later, so, and it was our first show of this group at that time, so it started with him.
So you have seen that you know now that he has, with his magic, made Abhishek Bachchan appear on stage in this dark light theatre experience. It has been wonderful having you and all your company. Congratulations to you once again. I think, friends, before we let them go, let's give them a very big congratulations once again to him. And to this wonderful company as well. Thank you very much.
खाली काय नाही ना माईक काढू ना हा तो किणी आहे मॉनिटर अभी दिस शो
चेक करो चलो करो